Hi, I'm McKinney, and I'm the Advocacy Director of Voices for Georgia's Children, and welcome to my 2-minute-ish take. It was a super busy week, and it was a super cold week, so it's surprising I'm not a popsicle sitting here trying to read bills to you, but somehow I managed to suffer through and make it all the way to Friday. We had so much going on. A lot of big, important bills for kids dropped. A lot of bills around failing schools dropped. The governor's bill for opportunity school districts, where the state would take over failing schools, dropped. The Senate Democrats dropped a bill around community support, sustainable community school opportunity grants, which would focuses more on wraparound supports for failing schools. All of this is a great conversation that we really, really need to have. So we're happy to have that conversation. And in case you don't remember from all my other videos, we're having that conversation this coming Tuesday at the Blue Room of the Freight Depot from 11:30 to 1:30 on failing schools. So please do come. Other bills that dropped, there's a juvenile justice cleanup bill that dropped that has some good stuff in it. I'm not going to go into length about that today. You'll just have to read my legislative update, which you actually have to read. Another bill that dropped just today is the long-awaited Child Welfare Reform Council legislation, which would do a number of things, including have the director of DFACS answer directly to the governor, and sort of beefs out some of the provisions around a child abuse registry and the structure of local DFACS boards. It does a lot of good stuff. We like that bill, and we would like to see it move. The other biggest thing that happened, and you've been listening to me talk about this forever too, is the supplemental budget finally passed and was jettisoned downstairs to the governor's office to be signed. Not downstairs here, downstairs at the Capitol. That was a pretty big deal. And if you remember, that's the budget that sort of fills in for this current year's budget where we're missing. Right now, there are a lot of hearings going on around the FY16 budget, which we don't expect to actually see a final product for that until much later in the session. That's the big stuff, other than the fact that we're having a party at my house tonight, and I'm very excited because it's my friend's birthday, as you can see from our tips. But tune in next week. Oh, one more thing, the Advocacy Ask. What I really would like to have you guys do is to call your representative and ask them to have a hearing on the bills around the sexual exploitation of minors. There are a number of those bills. One of them has passed out of the Senate. Senator Underman's bill, Senate Bill 8 and Senate Resolution 7 have already passed out of the Senate and are waiting in the House. Representative Estration has a couple of pieces of legislation that are mirrors, that are similar language, if not exactly the same language, around the same topic. And we'd really love to have a hearing on those bills, so please call your representative and ask them to ask for hearings on those bills. And that's it for this week. Thanks a lot, and we'll see you next week. You know, one thing that was really awesome that happened this week that I forgot to mention is that the suicide prevention bill that I told you all to support last week actually passed the House unanimously. So Representative Katie Dempsey is a hero. This bill would require the training of school personnel around suicide prevention. It's really, really important. And it has passed the House and is now over in the Senate, and we'll start working on that on the Senate side in the weeks to come. So thanks for your advocacy there. It means a lot.